Hi reception, it's time for RE. Today we're thinking again about Hindu weddings and what happens in them and how they're a little bit different to a Christian wedding. So we're going to have another talk through and look at the photos, and then I'm going to tell you what I'd like you to do today. So, in a Hindu wedding, they don't get married in a church, they have a different holy building. Looks a bit like this. It does look a little bit like a church though, doesn't it? Do you remember what it's called? It's called a temple. So the Hindu weddings happen at a temple. So Hindus live in all different countries all over the world, but lots of Hindus live in a country called India. Now, before the wedding, the bride, so the lady getting married, she has these beautiful henna patterns decorated all over her hands. Look, see that? It takes a really long time for the patterns to be put onto her hands, and all the detail is put on her hands and on her feet as well, and it's called a mehndi pattern. And the people in her family, like it might be her sisters, her mum, her aunts, and also her friends, they all have these patterns painted onto their hands, and they have a mehndi party. So that's part of getting ready for the wedding. And also flowers are really, really important in the Hindu wedding. And there would be a canopy. So canopy like goes over the top. So it'd be a canopy of flowers that decorates the venue, the place where the wedding takes place. And then on the wedding day, it's bad luck if the bride and the groom, they see each other before the wedding. And actually, when the groom is in the temple and he's waiting, they cover up his face so that he cannot see his bride until she comes and sits down with him. It's a big surprise. And on the day, the bride and groom, they're actually treated a bit like a king and a queen because they're so special. It's their special day. So when the groom gets to the temple, he meets the bride's mum, and she puts a red dot on his forehead, and she will also give him one of these, a garland of flowers. Do you remember? And some of you had a go at making some really colourful, beautiful flower garlands last week. I loved seeing your pictures. Okay, so normally it's made out of real flowers, not paper flowers, real flowers, and it would go over his neck like that. And when he's waiting for his bride, his mother and his father wash his feet. Okay, so that's part of him getting ready for his wedding. Now the bride, she goes to the venue, she goes to the temple with her uncles. And when she gets there, they either walk her down the middle, down the aisle. Do you remember in a Christian wedding, it's the dad, the bride and the dad, they walk down the middle of the church, down the aisle. But at a Hindu wedding, it's her uncles. And normally the bride, she would stand in the middle and she'd have her uncles one on this side. If she's got two, one on the other side, and they'd walk her down, or sometimes they carry her. See, she really is like a princess or a queen, isn't she? Now, do you remember what colour is the special wedding dress that a Hindu bride wears? It's not white. It is red. Well done if you remembered. It's red, and she has lots of really beautiful gold jewellery, lots of bracelets and earrings, and her sari would be decorated with gold as well. And the groom, he wears smart clothes, but they're normally like a white suit, maybe a jacket and trousers here, so he wears white. So it's different to a Christian wedding, isn't it, where the bride wears the white. But this picture you can see a bit clearer. So there's the bride in her sari. That's her traditional dress that Hindus would wear with the gold. Look at all those bracelets. And there's the very smart white suit that the groom would wear. Remember, and I showed you my sari. I was wearing my sari last week, wasn't I? So people that are guests at a Hindu wedding, they also wear a sari like this. And remember, I showed you, it's a really, 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 look how long it is, piece of material, and they have to wrap it round, and it's very, very beautiful. And they're normally really bright colours as well, covered in patterns. Okay, so on the wedding day, when it's the ceremony, then the groom, he gives the bride a necklace, and also they have to walk around a special fire pit. They have some special things that they have to do. They're called rituals, and they're things that they have to follow, and it's part of the service, and it helps bring them good luck. And they have to walk round 1, 2, 3, 4 times around the fire pit. Okay. And Hindu weddings are huge. They normally have hundreds and hundreds of guests, all their family and their friends. It's a big, big party, and it's not just one day. They go on for lots and lots of days, and after the wedding they have a really big dinner and a huge party, lots of dancing, lots of games and lots of music. Okay. And last week I put a link for you to listen to some Hindu music. So I thought it would be fun if we listened to a bit of music together. So I want you to stand up and have a little dance around with me. Okay? Does that sound fun? You ready? Listen, and you can have a go at the end of this video of doing some more dancing. And I saw some videos of you doing your dancing at home. It looked like so much fun. You ready to dance? Let's have a boogie. You could maybe see if you can find a video as well of dancing. Can you copy their dance moves? There's lots of moving their hands and their heads. I think it looks amazing. I'd love to go to a Hindu wedding. I think it's so much fun. I hope you're dancing at home with me too. It's quite fast, gets fast. Can you keep up? Try to copy the video. It's fun to have a dance, isn't it? Now you might notice, think, I don't know what they're singing. That's because they're not singing in English. They are speaking in a different language. But that doesn't matter. We can still listen to the music and enjoy moving our bodies and having fun. And I know you love dancing and moving your body. So for Ari today, I want you to choose. You could have a go at decorating your own sari. So what I've done is I had a go at drawing the shape of a sari on a piece of paper. I had some red paper. Because the bride wears red, I thought that would be a good idea. And then I've got the pen and I've started decorating it with beautiful patterns. So you could have a go at cutting out from coloured paper or white paper and colouring it in a sari shape and decorating it with patterns, or just drawing a picture of a beautiful sari that the bride would wear if it was a red one, or just if you were a guest at a wedding. So that's option 1. The other thing that you can do, I don't know where it's gone. Where's Mrs. Phillips put it? Is to have a go at drawing some Mendi patterns. So those patterns that the bride has on her hand. Oh, it was hiding. So look, like this. Can you see? There's patterns that looks like some flowers. And also like some swirls. Look how much detail. Her whole hand is covered in patterns. It goes all the way up her fingers. So I want you to have a go at drawing around your hand. Might be a bit tricky. Asking a grown-up to help you cut it out, because it's quite hard going around the fingers. And then with a brown or a black pen or pencil, having a go at drawing some henna patterns on your hand and covering the whole hand. You could start from the bottom and go all the way up to the top of the fingers. So I'd love to see your henna patterns and your designs. So choose doing a hand or a sari. It's up to you. And don't forget to take photos and get your grown-up to put them on tapestry. I can't wait to see your patterns and what you decide to do. Have fun. Bye.